Next, we are going to learn about conservation of momentum and how to use it. So in this example, we're going to talk about two objects interacting. So far, we've been looking at one object. So you can see that the two objects we're talking about is the gun and the bullet. And when we're talking about an explosion example, we mean that at the end, the two objects are moving apart from each other. So I'm going to show you how to work out the conservation of momentum. And the law of conservation momentum says that the initial momentum is equal to the final momentum, which means the momentum before and after an event stays the same. The word conservation means something which does not change. So we're going to prove it with some mathematical calculations. The problem that we're trying to predict here is how fast the bullet is moving. We're going to assume that this is a closed system, which means we imagine that these two objects are isolated. So we only consider the gun and the bullet, what's happened before and after it's being fired. The way I'm going to start doing this is to visualize the problem using a free body diagram. So I'm going to draw boxes to represent object before and after. So I'm going to start with the before the gun was fired. So two boxes. So a box to represent the gun, another box to represent the bullet. You can see that the bullet and the gun are together at first. And then I can write in the mass of the gun and the bullet. So the mass of the gun is 3 kg. Bullet is 0.04 kg. Okay. And the initial velocity, I'm going to put u to represent initial velocity is 0 as the object is at rest. Neither the gun or the bullet is moving at first. And then I'm going to have a think about what happens afterwards. So afterwards, so we can do two boxes again, but this time they are moving apart in the opposite direction. So I'm going to use arrows to show the direction of those objects. Okay. So still have the same mass. So we can say the gun is 3 kg. The bullet is 0.04 kg. Okay. And the next step, then we can write down the velocity. So the final velocity of the bullet. So the gun, sorry. So the gun recoiled backward at 20 meters per second. And let's put a dotted line there. And the bullet is moving forward. It has a forward momentum. And we don't know its velocity. And that's what we're trying to work out. Okay. So after we visualize the problem, it makes it a little bit clearer now. And so I'm going to start writing an equation. So you got m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So the 1 represent object 1, which is the gun, and the 2 represent object 2, which is the bullet. Okay, the u represent the initial velocity, and v represent the final velocity. Now that we know the formula, then we can start inserting the value. So I'm going to start with calculating the initial momentum. So you can see that for the gun, M1U1, the gun has a mass of 3 kilogram and its initial velocity is 0. Therefore, any values multiplied by 0 would be 0. The same as the bullet. Okay, so you got 0.04 times 0, that would be 0. So in an explosion example, the initial momentum would be 0. Okay, because the objects are at rest and they're not moving. Now on to the other side of the equation. So mass 1 of the gun is 3, times by the velocity, which is in the opposite direction, is minus 20, plus mass of the bullet, which is 0.04, and we do not know the velocity of the bullet. This is what we're trying to work out. And so 3 times minus 20 is minus 60 plus 0.04 V2. And then if we take minus 60 over to the other side, you've got 60 is equal to 0.04 V2. And V2, in this case, when we work it out, rearranging the equation, we got 1,500 meters per second. That is the velocity of the bullet. And finally, we can check that the momentum is conserved. So we know that the momentum before the gun was fired is 0, okay? And it should be equal to the after. So the momentum backward for the gun, which is recoiling, is minus 60. And then we know that if we multiply 0.04 by 1,500, we're going to get a positive number. So it is plus 60. So minus 60 plus 60 is equal to 0. So it means that after and before the event, the momentum is equal. So it hasn't changed. So it has been conserved.